I recently watched this movie, the latest rom-com on Netflix called The Lifeless, starring Sofia Carson, and I want to share my thoughts with you guys. So watch on if you want to hear my thoughts. Okay, so a little bit about the plot of the movie. The movie follows Sofia Carson as the main character, Alex Rose. She's kind of feeling stuck in her life. She lives in a city loft apartment with her long-term boyfriend, Finn. The relationship's not really going anywhere, and she's been out of her true passion, which is a teaching job, for quite some time, and instead, due to nepotism, she heads marketing at her mom's cosmetic firm. And based on what the movie's telling us and what media tells us, she's not living her best happy life because she's not married, living in a suburban setting, and having children as her brothers are. But she's kind of like stuck but comfortable in her current life, but that's about to be upended. So the mom passes away and it's assumed it's cancer. I'm not sure why the movie didn't make it clear, but in this scene in particular, the fresh-faced associate lawyer Brad, he has been assigned to handle the affairs of the state, so he's delivering the news of how the state is going to be split up, and to Alex's surprise, she has been cut out of the will. So her head of marketing job has been reassigned to her sister-in-law, and in order for Alex to access her share of the inheritance, she actually has to complete 12 out of the 13 items on a bucket list that she created when she was 13 years old. And along the way, there will be taped little video vignettes that her mom has recorded for her to watch. So as you can imagine, hilarity, adventure, and self-discovery ensue as she embarks on this wild journey to rediscover and reignite her passions, as well as getting to view and connect with her mom one last time through these special video vignettes. So I actually really love the concept of this movie. I think we can all relate to it. I feel like a lot of people, we can get really caught up in the day-to-day mundane routine tasks, and we kind of lose sense of ourselves and our passions, and it's always good to block out time so that we can rediscover and reignite our passions. So I definitely can relate to that, and I think that's a really good message. But I hated the main character, Alex, and I think there were a lot of things in this movie that were very problematic. I feel like Alex is such a pick-me, and she always has this victim mentality, and I can't tell if it's because of the way Sofia Carson played her or if it's just the way she was written. So example 1, she meets Garrett, who happens to be the coordinator at a shelter she volunteers to teach at to complete one of the items on her bucket list. They strike up a romantic relationship, everything's going well. One time, Garrett comes over to Alex's place and has dinner with her and her friends. They all have these inside jokes. They're having so much fun, and Garrett just feels left out. He's not vibing with them. He's not understanding their inside jokes. He voices these concerns to Alex. And instead of sympathizing, which I think I would try to do if it was someone that was really important to me, like a partner or a friend, she just kind of basically flat out says, you either assimilate or you get out, which I don't think is very reasonable because, I think it's very normal to feel left out, especially when everybody is like part of a clique, or they're so comfortable, they have their inside jokes, and you're kind of like the new person. So I feel like she was not very sympathetic in this situation. So another one of the bucket list items was to reconnect and strengthen her relationship with her dad. And in doing so, she finds out that he's actually not her biological dad. Her biological dad is a traveling musician that the mom cheated on her dad with. And I feel like rather than being appreciative that her dad did raise her to like as if she was his own, she just plays this whole victim mentality and is unappreciative. And yeah, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Also, it was really bizarre when she revealed the news to her brothers that the mom had cheated. Everyone just kind of shrugged their shoulders. I just feel like it's so weird how this movie reacts to cheating. Okay, so now the biggest red flag. Don't watch if you don't want any spoilers at all. But I really hated how in this movie, Alex hooks up with Brad. And at this time, they are both in relationships. She's with Garrett, he's with someone named Nina, and she knew very well. In one of the earlier scenes, she actually sees a picture of Nina on his desk, and she comments how beautiful Nina is. But I don't know if it's the way Sofia played her, but she's just always been really touchy-feely, flirty. I think even in the beginning, they went tie shopping together. She was just like kind of all over him, and she even planted a kiss on him, which I think is really crossing those boundaries. And then later on, they go on a road trip with Nina to go see her biological dad. And in the car, she disgustingly compliments just how beautiful Nina is, and how, like, she wonders what they're, like, how being in bed together is like for the two of them. It's just, like, really disgusting, because then she proceeds to go on and full-on hook up with him. And later on, it's revealed that Brad tells her that Nina kind of left him, or they had a falling out. It's unclear if it was like an actual breakup, but during the trip to see her biological dad, it rubbed Nina the wrong way how chummy they were. But I don't know, I just feel like her reaction afterwards was kind of like a shrug of shoulders, like, oh well, kind of thing. So I just think the way this movie handles and communicates cheating is so weird. It's like they turn a blind eye and they almost like somehow glorify it. Okay, and to make matters worse, these two actually end up together. So I guess after they have the hookup, they kind of spend time apart from each other. She goes back to Garrett. And then later in the movie, after she completes her bucket list, she goes back to find him and they end up together. I don't know, I just feel like there are some other things that were really problematic. Like, I wish there would have been more of a struggle to complete the bucket list items, because I think the whole point is self-discovery. And then also, I kind of wish she just ended up single, because I think that's kind of like a part of self-discovery, like learning to love yourself. I just kind of think it defeats the message and the purpose if she's just jumping from relationship to relationship. And truth be told, she did some shady things and she hooked up with him while he was in a relationship. So I don't know, even my boyfriend, he mentioned that maybe the ending would have been better if they left it open-ended. Like, maybe they'll get back together, maybe they'll explore an actual relationship. But yeah, I don't know. I thought the movie started off promising, and I really liked the video vignettes from the mom. I think those were really touching. But there were just some really bizarre sequences like these. So yeah, let me know what you thought about the movie, if it rubbed you the wrong way. Actually, like, I couldn't even watch the scenes where she was like cheating with Brad, because I hate homewrecking. I hate women who aren't girls. And the fact that she was like complimenting Nina in the car right before she hooked up with Brad, disgusting. But let me know if it rubbed you the wrong way. Let me know your thoughts about the movie. And yeah, thanks for watching.